The two most important questions to ask as a leader. Welcome back to the Twin Win, the only live stream on the internet that helps you get the twin win of succeeding in business while winning at home so that you can stop existing and start living. My name is Jay Allen Hull. I go live almost every day, every weekday, Mountain Standard Time, 9 a.m. And today I want you to remember to give me a hashtag live if you're joining me live and a hashtag replay if you're joining me on replay. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and follow button so that you can get more of the information that I am sharing every day for free. And today let's talk about the two most important questions that you need to ask as a leader. So the first question is, when we start talking about our organization, as we start talking about being a leader, whether it's being a coach, running your business, leading your family, whatever it might be, the most important question to ask when things start getting rough is it I? Is it I? I learned this question from the Bible when Jesus said, somebody here is going to betray me. All of the apostles turned to him and said, is it I? Is it I? Is it I? They all were like, is it me? Am I the problem? And that's what a real leader does. A real leader first looks at, the last video I talked about, all change starts with honesty. And the first step after being honest of where you're at and where you want to go is to be honest about what you're doing. And the first thing as a leader you should be asking is it I? Am I the problem? Am I not communicating clearly enough with my spouse, with my children, with my employees, with my clients, in my marketing? Is it I? That's your first question. And you need to really be honest about it. And you need to really take some time to think about it. Whenever I ask this question, I usually set aside at least a couple of hours to just sit and think and then journal out the answers that come as I'm thinking, so that I can really go down deep into those thoughts and I can really extract the answers of, is it I? Yes, it is, because I'm doing this, that needs to change. Oh, but I'm doing this and I'm doing this. That's good. Let's keep it. So that's your first question is it I? Now, once you identify that, is it I? Am I the problem? Yeah, I am. And by the way, normally you are the problem in your business, in your relationship. It really is you. There are things, not necessarily that you're the whole problem, but there are things you can change. There are processes you could change, systems you could implement. There's things you could do in your relationship that would change that dynamic for the better. So there's always going to be a yes when you ask, is it I? All right. Just make sure that you're thinking that through and being honest. So the next question is, once we've identified the things that are I, that are my fault, that are my problem, the things that I'm doing, the next question is, what lack I yet? Again, I got this question from the Bible. What lack I yet? This question from the Bible was a rich young man came to Jesus and he says, hey, I've kept all the commandments. I've done all of these things. What do I need to inherit eternal life? And Jesus says, well, obey your father and mother and go to church and, kind of all the basics, right? Be a good person. And he says, I've done that. I've done all those things since I was a young man. I've been a good guy. And Jesus looks at him. And in the version in Mark, it says that when Jesus looked upon him, that he loved him. So this came from a point of love, not a point of judgment, right? So when you're asking your question, what lack I yet? Or if you go to your spouse and you're saying, hey, I've identified this problem. What lack I yet? What can I do better? The answer should always come from love. If you identify this in an employee, if in your business, or you identify it into one of your children and you're saying, or your spouse, and you say, hey, you're lacking this yet. Or they come to you to ask, how can I make this better? Always come from love, not judgment. So Jesus looked on him and he loved him and he says, one thing thou lackest yet, go and sell all that thou hast and give to the poor and come follow me. So he told him the thing that, look, this is what you need to do to go to the next level, right? You're here. You're a pretty good guy. You're a really good guy. But if you want to go to that next level, this is what you have to do. So when you're asking yourself, is it I, and you're identifying these issues, really what you're saying is, what am I doing to hold me back from that next level? So that next question, what lack I yet? You need to come at yourself with love, but then you need to write down, okay, so this is what I need to do. No more fear, no more, I'm going to jump right into my discomfort zone. I'm going to start doing the things that I lack yet. And I am going to really push forward and I'm going to make sure that I am doing those things. So is it I? Yeah, it is. So what is it? And now what lack I yet? What is the thing I need to do to fix this? Do I need to hire somebody? Do I need to create a better SOP for my employees? Do I need to make sure when I go to my wife and say, what lack I yet, that I'm really willing to say when she says, well, you need to take the trash out every day. I'm tired of hauling out the stinky trash. Okay, I will do that. That will take me to the next level of being a husband for you. That'll take me to the next level of being a dad for as an example of a dad for my children. If that's what you feel it is, that's what I lack yet. Okay. So that's the idea is if you come at it from love, you look at yourself, always, never be judgmental about yourself, your business, your relationship, your spouse, your children, anybody. Never look at what's lacking from a judgmental perspective. Always look at it from love. And then ask, so you say, is it I? And you answer the questions. Yeah, it is. It's me doing this and not doing this and not doing this. And then you say, so what lack I yet? Well, I'm lacking these things. So I need to find I need to hire somebody to do this, and I need to do more of this. And I need to enter the discomfort zone, and I need to get on video, and, and as a spouse, I need to do this. So those are the two most important questions that will cause the most growth in your life. If you're honest, again, honesty, all change starts with honesty. If you're honest with yourself and you ask those two questions, you will have tremendous growth in your life. Every time you feel like you've plateaued in business, in your relationship, in your personal life, in your church callings, in your community service, when you feel like you've plateaued, ask those two questions. Is it I? And what lack I yet? In that order, and you will find the answer to go to your next level. Now, it's time to take the uncomfortable action, the imperfect action, and do it so that you can move to that next level. That's my message today on the Twin Win. Make sure that you are watching so that you can learn how to succeed in business while winning at home, so that you can stop existing and start living, so you can go to that next level with these two questions. Make sure you're watching all of my lives and all of my videos so that you hit like, subscribe, follow, and the notification bell so you know when a new video drops. We'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a wonderful day. Bye.